What's up, homies? My name is Baker, and this is one of many videos that I'll be posting with lots of ideas and tips and tricks for you and your friends to thrive and survive at a music festival. So in this video, I'm going to go over what I like to call the festy necessities. These are items that I'm sure to bring with me every time I go to a festival or an outdoor show or really any kind of outdoor adventure for that matter. They're super crucial, and I think you'll find it to be pretty useful. Alright, I seem to have learned the hard way over and over again that if I don't have my belongings attached to me, I will lose them. So I started wearing fanny packs, which I love, especially now that I know how to make them really easily out of an old pair of pants. Here's another one that I made. I've worn this all over the place. It has really served me well. I have an entire video about how to make your own fanny pack, but in the meantime, one essential for bringing all your other essentials with you is to have a fanny pack or some kind of bag, backpack, whatever. Try not to do anything too bulky because it's annoying when you're in a crowd of people. But yeah, I just made this one. I can attach my camera case, I have a little carabiner with a flashlight. I've got my stash spot because everybody needs a stash spot for things. And then, of course, I added the LED features recently. This is sound activated, so it'll go to the beat of the music. So, if you're at Envision and you see me rocking this fanny pack, come up and give me a little fanny pack high five. Hopefully, maybe you've watched the video and you made your own. But one essential thing is fanny pack, backpack, anything that attaches your belongings to yourself. Croquis even. I rock these croquis, and I have actually been able to keep up with my sunglasses for the past few years. It's an amazing thing. Alright, so another festival essential is protection from the sun. In my ripe age of 28 years old, I am no longer seeking out sun. I'm usually trying to run away from it because my smile wrinkles seem to get more and more pronounced, which I'm just trying to stave that off as long as I can. So I love these big floppy visors. Once again, I am making a video about how to decorate your own visor. This visor I decorated with the same material from the pants that I made this fanny pack and the dress. So it's a lot of fun. You can personalize it. I made another one with, this was my last year's visor, Ganizer, and these are awesome because you can just roll them up, you can throw them in your suitcase, you can mash them up, you can smash them up, whatever. They always just plop on right back exactly how you want them to be, and so they're good to travel with, and they're nice, big, floppy. They really get that sun out of your eyes, and it makes such a difference. When you're standing there and the sun is directly on you and you've got your whole face covered, it really will enhance the quality of your festival adventure. So I love visors. Another great thing, sarongs. Sarongs are my jam. I do not leave the house without a sarong if I'm doing anything outdoors. Here's a nice little sarong with the Wake and Make logo on it. These, if it is too sunny, you can always cover yourself up, but in the meantime, if you don't want to carry it around, you can wear it one of 1,000 different ways. Once again, I'll have a video coming up with all the ways you can wear a sarong, but these are great if you need some protection from the sun or if you just need to wipe the little sweat off because it does get hot out there. And finally, make sure you have some nice natural sunscreen. I love Trader Joe's brand is the bomb. I love, if you want a more high-end, there's a brand called BEAUTYCOUNTER. They've got lots of really good natural organic ingredients and all that good stuff. Make sure you have a good chapstick with SPF. I don't know how many times my freaking lips have been burnt, but it's really not pleasant, especially if you go eat some like buffalo chicken wings afterward. That doesn't go together well. And another one I love, which I actually discovered in Costa Rica last year, is this brand HEADHUNTER. And it's really thick. You can actually literally bring it out into the ocean with you and put it on soaking wet. This is like a surfer brand one, but if you really want to ensure that you got the sunscreen staying on you all day, that's a nice one to go with. So for sure you need protection from the sun. You know, we don't need premature wrinkles and nobody wants to get burned. It's already hot enough out there and you don't need to be radiating heat off of your skin. So, get you some of that. Alright, so another festival essential is waterproof bags and rain gear. These things are definitely crucial. I feel like at some point during any festival weekend, there's some kind of downpour and you don't want to be worrying about all your stuff being ruined. You don't want to have to leave the music to go drop off your phone or something that's probably dead anyway. So, you know, these things come in all shapes and sizes. Here's one that might fit just your phone. I have an entire backpack. This thing is amazing. This, you can roll it up. You can even use it as a cooler. You can put your beers inside with ice. I mean, of course, you got your smaller versions. This is more of a durable thing. You can just kind of have that hanging off your fanny pack or something. As well as you got the mid-size version. So maybe you've got a backpack and you just want to make sure you and your friends can put your phone or something in there. Because it really will help you to not worry. You don't want to have to worry about anything when you're trying to have a good time. And if you see these looming clouds that look like it's about to the sky's about to start falling, you don't want to have to leave all the fun to go do some stupid errand. So if it comes down to it and you find yourself at an amazing show and you realize it starts to rain and you didn't listen to me and bring your waterproof bag, there is one last option that you may want to try. It worked for me last month. I was in the Dominican Republic. Sound Tribe was playing the most amazing set ever, and the rain was coming down pretty hard, and I was very aware of the fact that I, like a dummy head, even though I had this in my room, did not bring my waterproof case with me, and I was not about to leave the show, that's for sure, so I just ran to the nearest bar, and I asked the guy in a very urgent manner, would you hold this for me and would you keep it dry? And he did, and I got to see the whole set and I did not have to run home. And my friend next to me, who I offered to bring his phone as well, he refused and his phone got wet and it was broken. And after the show I went up to the bar and he handed it up to me. He had it wrapped in a little baggie and it was all good. So there is one emergency option if you find yourself in a downpour with no protection. So another essential that you always want to have at a festival is a water bottle. Obviously, you always want to stay hydrated. It's so easy to just get wrapped up all day long. You're drinking, you're dancing, you're in the sun, and it's really important to have water. And most festivals will have some kind of water station where you can fill up. So it's annoying and wasteful to use little plastic disposable bottles, so try to have a reusable one. I really love these ones that are actually you know, they're kind of like a soft material, so you can roll this one up on itself, and it's got a little loop so it'll, you know, stay rolled up. It doesn't take up space. It's not this big bulky thing banging around. And you know what I do is I just took a scarf, kind of like this, tied it around itself, and made kind of like a little sling that I'll carry my water bottle on. I also have a little carabiner with a flashlight, so if I go on the porta potties or somewhere, I got something to see, because you never know what you're getting yourself into in those kind of situations. And finally, the newest addition to my little water sling is this sweet little disposable cutlery jam right here. It's got a little fork, knife, and spoon, so cute. And a lot of days, festivals now are really encouraging people to not be so wasteful and use all these disposable things. You want to use reusable and green up your routine a little bit. So yeah, so you can just put a little sling around yourself. I would probably shorten this up a little bit, but I find that I'd prefer having a sling rather than attaching it to my fanny pack, because it kind of gets my center off balance, and you know, I've got to be balanced so I can groove and move a little better. Alright, next thing that you're definitely going to want to have with you at every festival is a little portable battery pack, because you can't get loose without that juice. But anyway, so this is the most practical one I have found so far. This one is water resistant, and it will hold it could probably charge your phone about 4 times or something. It supposedly is like solar powered, meaning you should be able to charge it with the sun, but I for me, I mean, you can plug it into the wall, and so when I plug it into the wall, it gets fully juiced up, but when you try to sit it out there in the sun for like days and days and it hardly gets any power, I wouldn't recommend that route, although it might work a little bit. And then I also like these little multi-cords. I find these on Amazon. I found this on Amazon as well. I do find that with some newer phones or newer pieces of electronics, these don't always work, so you might want to bring like a backup cord for maybe your phone, or just test it out before you use it in a real situation. And it comes with a little carabiner on, so once again you can hook it to your fanny pack or your little water sling or whatever. I just like to have these because I always like to use my phone to take pictures, or maybe you need to get in touch with your friends. I mean, there's a lot of reasons that these come in handy, so be sure to bring a little battery pack. I've even found some of these bigger ones, they hold a lot more charge. This one comes with an entire kit. It can jumpstart your car, which is pretty crazy. Let's see, I don't know what this one's called. Power All, once again, Amazon. Amazing Amazon is where I got this. And I'll try to link up anything that I'm showing you. I'll try to link up and either underneath the show notes or on my website, so if you want to get them yourself, you know where to find them. Alright, so the next thing that you definitely want to have with you is a headlamp, or as some of my friends like to call it, hippie mace. You don't want to be popping someone right in the eye with this thing, because they will go running away very quickly. But yeah, these are so useful. I mean, I can't even tell you. It might be one of the #1 most useful things. When the sun goes down, you can't see a dang thing, and you're trying to figure out your way around your campsite. You're trying to find things. You're going to porta potties, and yeah, bring a headlamp. You know, flashlights are nice too, but it's good to have your hands free. Anything that I ever try to set up, it's hands-free is the way to be. So get you one of these bad boys, or maybe 2. Bring backup batteries because you will use it if you got it. Alright, so another thing you're definitely gonna find useful at a festival is a little handheld fan. These things are the bomb.com. When you are in a big crowd of people, it gets muggy, it gets hot, and it's just nice to have a little breeze. I am a big fan of fans, but I'll tell you who is an even bigger fan than me is all of the people standing next to me and around me during a show, because they get the ricochet breeze and they love it. So I always make like 20 friends when I bust these out. It's a fun little dancing prop, and you know, something to keep your hands full. Really, I don't even know that this cools me down, because I think the act of fanning myself down might actually heat me up even more, but you know, I'm still a fan of fans. And I've even decided to step up my game a little bit this year and order some electronic fans. These things are rechargeable, and this might help on my, you know, my bicep curls I'm doing over here with the other guys. So I'm testing out these at the next festival. I got this fan. I definitely didn't realize this one was so bulky, but I'm sure hopefully it'll shoot off even more air. It spritzes you. Yeah, I'm kind of a sucker. I buy a lot of things on Amazon, and I need to start looking at the dimensions, because Amazon certainly does get me. Sometimes I order things like this pop-up recycling bin that I thought was a lot bigger. This little baby coffee maker I thought was a lot bigger. Yeah, so when ordering things online, it's better to know the real size of it, which you will find out when it arrives at your doorstep, and it's a lot bigger.